Welcome back to the show that your mama warned you about, that your dad probably doesn't want you to watch. This is Ugandan food, and today we're going to do daddies and mummies. So, let's get to the cooking. I know you guys have been watching, so let's do this. So we're going to start with a little bit of some crushed jinga. Some of you call it tangawizi. So we're going to start with a little bit of that. So here we have about 2 cups of flour. I use this cup, by the way. You know, it's funny, these cups come in every big tin of nomi, yeah? So yeah, that's a cheapskate way of buying plastic cups. Then we'll have blue band, also known as Ugandan butter, because if you tell a Ugandan to buy butter, they'll just knock your head, eh? This is the Ugandan butter, also known as margarine in some places of the country or the world. So we'll need also that. You know, guys, I always tell you need flour in your home. Eh? You're now going to know why a Ugandan would need flour at their home. Now, this is Pembe. You can also use Azam. You can also use any other fancy brand out there. But I would recommend not to spend as much money on flour. They're all the same. So we're going to start by making it rain. We're going to make it rain sugar. So we're going to need approximately, let me calculate. If you missed math, it's your time to regret. So we're going to use about, I'm still calculating, about 5 tablespoons of sugar. And a half. And a quarter. And a fifth. If you missed math, today is your day. And we mix. Hey. As you can see, I've already eaten a bit of it, but we are going to use and put some here. So we are going to use a knob, or a large serving of margarine. Now, pro tip, if you ever put too much margarine or butter in your flour, you'll regret it. Believe me, I know what I'm talking about. One time I made daddies and they just disintegrated in the oil. So, I know what I'm talking about. Don't be too excited like I was. Just put in a little bit. So what you'll do, get our butter or our margarine or our Prestige or Blue Band, and you're going to kind of press it through the flour gently. Don't over squeeze. This is not one of those shows. Don't over squeeze. So now we are going to have a bit of like this. They'll form like some crumbles in the flour, and that's what you want. So now we are going to add in about 2 cups of water. You don't want this to be so watery, right? Right. If you're not getting this recipe, please comment down below. Tell me, Grace, I'm not getting, because this is Chef Grace. So you address me by that. If you don't call me Chef Grace, I'll not answer you. Okay? So after calling me Chef Grace, I'll reply. Then add some ginger. You're going to sprinkle it in. After adding the water, we mix. I think you will see what we are dealing with right now. But we still have flour inside, so we have to knead this. We have to knead. So look at our baby right here. This is our baby. We have put our baby on the nice chopping block, and we're going to flatten it out, and then we're going to cut the daddies. So now it's about time we cut this. We are now going to cut this through, and we're going to cut long stripes. that perfect line there is what you want. It shows that the dough is stretchy and nice. So I'm just going to trim this. So what you're going to do next is you're going to cut this. We're going to cut this into really small pieces. Okay. Don't worry if they're holding onto each other. You can use flour. So it's about that time that we add it to this beautiful cooking oil. So after a bit like some 15 minutes, this is what we have. Look at that. Oh, that's too hot. But look at that. Those are crunchy, very crunchy things with big things. These things have big things popping. You know, in Uganda we have a saying, small things, there's a secret in small things. And these are one of the small things. So let's do this batch. Now we have an epic spectacle right here. We have literally a mountain of daddies. I think this one is what they call, okay, I think this one is the daddy, this one is the mommy, oh, this one is smaller, right? So this is very simple to make, and we're going to test and see how well they taste. So here is our mountain, but I thought I would make a little bit of this, so let's get this out of the way. So this is the main meal. This was just the tutorial. This is the main meal. If you want me to post how to cook this, please put maybe a comment or like or something. I also put my email down below in the description if you want to contact me. So we are testing this right here. So let's get a nice piece. I think you can see what really happens, because when you fry them, they get a bit of brown here, then a little bit of more brown on the edges. So let's see. Guys, this is the most hectic, I think, cooking I've done in a while. But I actually want to test this. I want to test this. So let's see how this will be. Yep. That's how you want it. You want it to be hard on the outside and harder on the inside. So you want it hard on the outside and harder on the inside. So as you'll notice when you cook this, if you try my recipe, you'll see that the more they get colder, the more like they get fresh air, the harder they get. So the more they cool off, so we have to let this to cool off for a while. I didn't let it to cool off because I had to eat this. I had to eat that. So as always, guys, thank you for watching. Let's do this again in the next video. And